Spirit Lake sits below the 5,800-foot peak of Mount Spokane, and there are miles of trails between that ski resort and state park just north of Spokane, Washington, and the historic little communities of Spirit Lake and Rathdrum, Idaho. The lake was formed by waters rushing down from the melting glaciers north and west of here 13 to 15,000 years ago, events now known as the Missoula floods.
The water tried to tear down the cliffs, but it didn't make it. Instead, it swirled and it swirled at the base of the cliff, so it's now 120 feet deep there.
We tend to pass by places like this way too often. You'll be pleasantly surprised if you take the time to stop, maybe take a walking tour among the historic buildings.
The one I think is most interesting to most people is the saloon. It's the oldest operating bar in the state.
Every Father's Day, crowds line Main Street to watch something called the Big Back End, North Idaho's premier custom lawnmower event. It's drag racing, and yes, there are classes for both stock and modified machines. Just below Spirit Lake, you'll find Twin Lakes and Twin Lakes Village, a beautiful setting complete with an 18-hole golf course. Property owners invite the public to enjoy the course, and of course there's access to more biking and hiking trails and great boating opportunities all around. A few minutes further south is Rathdrum, the original county seat of Kootenai County. The railroad brought miners here who were looking for gold, but when the rails were extended into nearby Coeur d'Alene, Rathdrum was bypassed.
But it managed to hold on to the county seat, and in that period, it built the county courthouse where Darrell defended Steve Adams.
Adams was one of several men associated with William Haywood, whom many believe was responsible for the assassination of Idaho's Governor Frank Steunenberg in 1905. The old jail is under the care of the local historical society, with the benefit of having the original blueprints to guide them.
Which means that we know what each room was intended for. And what the Historical Society wants to do is refurnish the jail as accurately as possible.
Ellen Larson is typical of the people you'll find in this area, who are very proud of their history and the beauty of their little piece of Idaho, and who will make you feel like your family when you stop to visit with them.
Take a little extra time and go along the side roads and visit these little towns, because they all have their community events and they all have their history, and they'd love to tell you about it.
And you'll find wonderful lodging facilities like the Cedar Springs Bed and Breakfast near Rathdrum, and in nearby Coeur d'Alene, Hayden, and Sandpoint. Check out North Idaho's accommodations and things to see and do on visitnorthidaho.com. And visit all of Idaho at visitidaho.org. Visit Scenic Idaho.